Hi, welcome to Batinick College Consultations video series. Today's topic is application deadlines. There are three different types of deadlines that you need to be aware of: early decision, early action, and regular decision. All of them have different meanings and usually have different deadline dates. Let's start with early decision. Now, you really need to be careful if you apply somewhere early decision. What that means is you are saying to that school that if you get accepted to that school, you're going to withdraw all your other applications and you are for sure going to attend that institution. Now, usually there's some sort of clause such as if you cannot financially afford that school, they let you out of that contract. However, the point is, if you apply to a school early decision, be ready to go to that school if you get accepted into it. Now, there are some pluses to applying early decision. If you apply early decision, that really says to that school, hey, I want to go here, I'm ready to commit. So you have a slightly higher chance of getting into that university. Now, obviously, on the downside, if you get in, that takes away all your other options for attending different schools. So again, just be careful and be aware when applying early decision. This is also usually going to be the first deadline. So early decision deadlines tend to start November 1st, November 15th, December 1st. Next up is early action. Now, I love early action, and I will always tell people to apply early action whenever they can. Early action is in between early decision and regular decision. Now, the reason I tell people to apply early action is because it says to the school, hey, I'm highly interested, but it doesn't have that binding contract like early decision does. Another important note is that oftentimes if you want automatic or competitive scholarships, you usually have to apply by the early action deadline. Early action deadlines usually start around December 1st, December 15th. Now, obviously, of course, every school is different, but again, it's going to be in between that early decision and regular decision deadline. Last but not least, we have regular decision. Now, regular decision is your last shot at applying to a school. Those deadlines are usually going to be later December or maybe even January 1st, January 15th. I've seen a few in February. Now, some schools, for example, like your more Ivy League type schools, let's say Vanderbilt, may have two early decision deadlines that are binding and then just regular decision, no early action. So if you don't want to do a binding contract, that would be a time when applying regular decision would be acceptable. You also want to apply regular decision if maybe you made a last minute change and you want to add another college to your list, or if you got a little bit behind in the application process and just need to turn those last few applications in. Again, I don't recommend applying regular decision if there's an early action option. Early action options usually give you a higher chance of getting into the institution. You're more likely to receive scholarships. And hey, it always feels better to get your applications done sooner rather than later. You want to have a fun senior year. You don't want to stress out the entire time about applications. So get them done and get them done early. Well, there you have it, guys. Those are your three different kinds of application deadlines. Remember, early decision is probably binding. Early action is a great option if you want to get a little bit of an edge over your other competitors applying to the schools and want to receive money. And if you're falling a little bit behind in the application process or add a few new schools to your list at the last minute, make sure to apply by that regular decision date. If you ever need any help or want to check out my services, visit my website at nbatinick.wix.com/Nikki or visit my Facebook page at batinickcollegeconsultations.com. Tune in next time. Have a great week.